My vendetta about All-Star Weekend, it seems to be a shared sentiment amongst NBA fans across the board, is what the hell is this new rule? So today will be all about the NBA, pretty much. What is up, good people and citizens of the wonderful world of sports? My name is Shamir A, and this is the Skybox Diva podcast YouTube hybrid, one of the few places on the internet where you'll find sports coverage and content from the unique perspective of a sports savvy diva. So by the time this episode goes up, we will be a day away from the Super Bowl. So Super Bowl, once you all see this, is tomorrow. And I don't really have many thoughts on the Super Bowl, considering I didn't really keep up with the 49ers season, and I only saw bits and pieces of the Kansas City Chiefs. So I really enjoyed, from what I've seen, I really enjoyed Patrick Mahomes. And this might be biased as an Eagles fan, but I really think that Andy Reid deserves a ring this year. For those of you who don't know, he had a run with the Eagles from 2009 to 2013, I believe. So he didn't stick around to see the Eagles win a championship. So I really do think he deserves a ring. There's just something so humbling and so pure about that man. So yeah, I really hope that the Kansas City Chiefs wins, and the 49ers, they can kiss my ass. So today I just wanted to get into a couple thoughts about NBA All-Star Weekend coming up. It's in 2 weeks, but it'll be here before we know it. So today will be all about the NBA, pretty much. For starters, I have not been in my normal routine with basketball for apparent reasons. If you've been paying attention, it's just been kind of eerie and weird. So I haven't been in my normal watch as many games as possible, Sports Center mornings and things like that. It's just been a really heavy and dark week. So I think by the time NBA All-Star Weekend rolls around, everybody will kind of be back to normal. I think the whole weekend is probably going to be a little bit melancholy, and I think it's just going to take a while for it to not be. But I really can only speak for myself. It's just been super hard to watch basketball this week. And yeah, and I'm still not ready to like pour my full-on thoughts surrounding Kobe and Gigi Bryant, but I will be. So yeah, I just haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to the NBA in general. So I was planning on doing a game of the week in these little Saturday sports series, but this week I don't have a game of the week, so hopefully next weekend I'll be back with the game of the week. So we're gonna get into the All-Star Weekend. I have my notes, so if I am looking down, I do apologize if that annoys you. But I'm going to be talking about who and what events I'm looking forward to, and just the lineup, the little rules that they made. I want to talk about that. So yeah. So for the West, we have LeBron James as captain, Luka Doncic, James Harden, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. And for the East, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Kemba Walker, Pascal Siakam, and Trae Young. So I'm so excited that Trae Young not only was invited to NBA All-Star Weekend, he's also one of the East starters. And him, along with Luka Doncic, will be the two youngest players since Kobe and Kevin Garnett, who have been invited out to the NBA All-Star game and have been starters. So that's pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to him play. If you've been paying attention, I've really been hyping Trae Young up. Trae Young is just, he's out here balling, okay? He's out here balling. They released the list of reserves for the NBA All-Star Game. I really, really wish that Derrick Rose was selected. Derrick Rose has had a phenomenal season. I really like Bradley Beal. I think he's an underrated player. And he expressed on Twitter how he feels about kind of being snubbed, or he feel like he was cheated out of that opportunity. So hopefully it doesn't, he's not too bitter about it. But I did want to see Derrick Rose and Bradley Beal, because last time I checked up on Derrick Rose, he had like 11 or 12 consecutive games where he was scoring over 20 points per game. So it's been a great road for Derrick Rose. I think I actually do want to do a whole separate video on Derrick Rose, because he's one of my favorites to watch outside of like my favorite team, which is the Los Angeles Lakers. for the events. Valentine's Day, which is Friday, that's the All-Star Celebrity Game and the NBA Rising Stars. Saturday is the normal skills challenge, you know, the three-point contest, slam dunk contest, which I hope is a little bit more entertaining than it has been the past couple of years. I just haven't been that impressed. And the finale is obviously the NBA All-Star Game Sunday night, which will be coached by Lakers coaching staff. So it's the Lake Show takeover. My vendetta about All-Star Weekend, it seems to be a shared sentiment amongst NBA fans across the board, is what the hell is this new rule? It feels like they kind of took the fun or sucked the fun out of NBA All-Star Weekend, what was supposed to be a fun event. So I don't really understand the rule, and then for them to be adjusting to a new rule so soon, it's like there could have been something else they could have done to honor Kobe and his legacy. Changing up the rules was just a little ridiculous to me. So apparently they restart the points after the first 12 minutes of every quarter. Then in the last quarter, whoever has the winning score, they add 24 points to that, and they have to get to those points in the final quarter in order to win the game. I don't even know if I'm explaining that correctly, but I was going off of an article. I think it was SB Nation posted the article. I think it was SB Nation. I didn't understand it. I'll have to see it in motion. But I think the coolest part about it, I guess, is like the fourth quarter we'll be playing like a pickup basketball game, and they're going on a point system rather than trying to beat the clock. So that I understand. But the rest of it, I don't too much get it. I don't know. I know I'm not dumb or not intelligent, and I don't get it. So we'll see how it plays out. Really not a fan of that, but I guess they did what they had to do to try their best to honor Kobe. The events that I'm looking forward to the most, I'm looking forward to the slam dunk contest. That's always fun to watch. The celebrity game, NBA All-Star Game this year, I'm neutral about it. I'm sure the first 3 quarters of the game are going to be confusing AF. We'll see how it plays out. I'm still interested, obviously, in watching the game. NBA All-Star Weekend is probably one of my favorite events in basketball, aside from like the finals and the playoffs. I just wish this new rule system wasn't in place so we could just sit back and enjoy the game like we normally do. And playoffs will absolutely be here before we know it. There's been this little theory that they're going to push for the Lakers to be in the finals, which I don't think is a push necessarily because of Kobe, because they were having a really pretty awesome season before that happened. So yeah, you know, people come with all kinds of stuff. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I didn't want to be too long-winded today, but I will be back next Saturday with a game of the week. And yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, engage with me in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.